going on, everybody? It's your boy JC the Truth, back with another live reaction, and this is the Truth TV. Yes, sir, we back. We back, man, and we feeling good. And damn, I missed y'all. I missed this. You know how it is, man. Anytime I gotta step away, and life takes hold and pulls me away from my passions and the things I love to do, and from interacting with y'all, man, it's always rough. It's always hard on me, man, because I truly do enjoy this. Like I've told y'all many times, music is a huge part, a very important part of my life. Being able to get on here and share it with other people that are like-minded, that share the same passion, it means everything to me. It really does, man. So it's important to me that I get back to this as soon as possible. So here we are, man, and y'all see what we doing, man. We back with the boy Ren, Vincent, my boy Vincent, man. We we're taking a look inside his mind, inside his story, man. Um, we're continuing on with that. This is one that came recommended from my last reaction I did to Starry Night. So this is what we doing. A lot of y'all actually, man. Somebody said, man, they wanted me to check this out the first night. Apparently, second night, third night. There's a few of them I got to check out. I wasn't aware of these. Found them in the live section, the live tab on Ren's channel. So I appreciate y'all for that info. Appreciate you for the recommendation. A lot of likes came with it. So I feel like a lot of people wanted me to check this out. And we're gonna start naturally with the first night, because I haven't heard any of these yet. But Vincent's Tale has been incredible, man. It's always an incredible ride, an incredible journey with Ren, man. It's such a roller coaster of emotions. I say that all the time. And for anybody new to the channel, man, let me just say, welcome to the Truth TV. Live reactions is what I do, no different here. You will come to find that I react a lot to the artist Ren. A lot, man. Probably out of how many videos I've dropped, I don't know. I lost count at this point. Um, I'd say 80 to 90% of those are reacting to this artist here, to Ren, man. So, if you're not familiar with the artist Ren, I highly recommend that you shoot over to his channel, show him some love, like, share, subscribe. He's one of those artists you don't want to miss out on, man. Truly, he is. Incredible artist, incredible story. If you're not familiar with the story, Vincent's Tale, I highly recommend you go check that out too before, before watching this, maybe even, so you kind of get familiarized with it. But as far as what we're doing here, man, we're jumping into it with the first night. Um, Again, I appreciate y'all for this one, and damn, it just feels good to be back, man. So with all that being said, man, if you haven't already, please subscribe, like, share down below. You can also support me on my Patreon, a member section, if you so choose to do so. Your support means everything, man. It helps me continue to do what I love to do and bringing y'all great content. That's what we're hoping to do here today, man. So let me just say before we get started, now that I'm back and I have some time to spare. I'm off today. I'm gonna take advantage of it, man. So as soon as I get done here with this one, I'm jumping into the next one, man. I might go ahead and try to just get through all these, the first night, second night, however many there are, man, and just run them all and just get all those dropped for you, man. Give you plenty of content to check out while I continue to work and continue to getting these reactions out for y'all, because oh man, let's be honest. The start of this year has just been crazy. It's not only in just life in general, man, but just all around the world. We're not gonna get into all that right here, right now, but y'all know, man. If you know, you know. So with that being said, if y'all ready, I'm ready. Again, this is Ren, Vincent's Tale, the first night. Let's get it. Live stream. Wait, that cell. What these pictures here on the wall? I didn't notice everything, man. Um, I know that feeling. I can't say. I don't know here what the situation is exactly, whether he's in like maybe like an asylum or if he's just locked up in a prison, jail maybe. Could be either one. Um, but I know the feeling, man, of being confined to those small four walls. It's a terrible feeling being locked up. Nothing to do but sit there and be stuck with your thoughts, man. Think about your life and everything that went wrong and what you did and could have done. Rough. it's just the consequence that come with it.
Yes, Baby No Baby with a banger for the weekend. That was Brawl Dog. All right, we've got a chart-to-chart exclusive now coming in. Some new cat who goes by the name of Ren.
Hey.
This one right here is I don't give two fucks. Neither does a virgin.
Starving for some food for thought.
Hey, yo.
I'm a student of a melancholy prodigy, catching supernovas falling from the Milky Way.
Hey, hold up, bruh. I don't give a fuck. That ain't. I for sure ain't heard that yet, man. I'm gonna have to look that up, check that out. I like the sound of that.
Is that a human or an angel singing?
Don't shy away,
Nah,
maybe I
facts.
get high today.
Facts.
Get stuck.
A man has died after being stabbed last night in the shopping district of London, Paddington. Police say the victim is 29-year-old Edmund Lockridge, the son of Lord Lucian Lockridge, the billionaire founder of Lockridge Incorporated. The company has been at the centre of several recent controversies, though police have stressed there is no indication at this stage that the attack is connected. A 34-year-old man from Shepherd's Bush was arrested at the scene and remains in custody.
Yes, that's right. Just after 9:30 last night, emergency services were called to this pedestrian strip on Parade Street, Paddington. Witnesses describe a heat altercation followed by Mr. Lockridge collapsing from stab wounds. Vincent Gavon, described by neighbours as quiet and someone who kept to himself, was detained minutes later.
Boy, Vincent,
Police say they are
man.
keeping an open mind on motive, including whether the attack was politically motivated.
In Westminster this afternoon, police and ministers responded to the growing public concern. We take you there now.
At approximately 3:09 this morning, Vincent Gavin was charged with murder. Our deepest condolences go to the Lockridge family. As this is an ongoing investigation, further comment would be inappropriate.
Will this be treated as an act of extremism?
We're keeping an open mind.
Minister, is this a sign of a wider breakdown in public safety?
What happened last night is not just an attack on an individual, but on the values that underpin our society. The Prime Minister will be reviewing measures to ensure crimes of this nature face the toughest possible response.
Thank you, Minister. Lord Lockridge! There have been some accusations that your company's practices...
My son was murdered. That is the truth. That is the only truth. Attempts to justify or rationalize this crime are beneath contempt. And that is all I have to say on the matter.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. Thank you.
In an extraordinary turn, the public have been left completely divided. Some of the population see Vincent as a new age devil, whilst others see him as a modern-day hero, striking a blow against the status quo.
But that's always the case, is it not? I mean, even look at what's going on over here right now in the States, currently. All this madness, man. You've got people being accused of incredibly horrifying things, and a lot of these people being accused, man, are people that sit in high positions of our government, man. Some world leaders and whatnot, man. And you know, on one hand, you got people that don't believe it, that see what they're doing, and every move they make, they just worship the ground they stand on, and it don't matter what you tell them or what evidence you throw at them, their loyalty's not going to shift. And then you always got people on the other side, who see it for what it is, and they take the evidence and they think for themselves, and it's just going to show that there's always that division, when it comes to people, man. And even more so, man, I've seen growing up, I remember I used to look at a lot of like serial killers and stuff like Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy and all these people that it just used to blow me away, man, when I would like watch those little documentaries over them and they would talk about how they would have fans, like literally, man, fans. They would get so much fan mail, man, from people that were just obsessed with them and just didn't care. And these were people that were convicted, that they knew had done these things, and they were still getting letters and messages and like getting money sent to them and shit from people that idolized them regardless of what they did and the crimes they committed. So that's just, what he was saying here, man. Like you got people that feel like this guy's the modern day devil, and then you got people over here that would argue something different. That's so true, man. That's so true. Even in the world today, as the way it is to this very day, that still stands to be true. So just that it made me think about that, man. For sure, relatable.
I'm stood outside the courthouse, and although officials have described this as an open and shut case, you can see there's clear public divide between support and condemnation for Vincent Gavon. Back to you.
With the suspect now formally charged, the question remains: a sign of something deeper in Britain today.
Jesus Christ. What a load of shit.
Oh, look.
Compliance. Life without passion is a world without violence.
Hey, yo.
From the same Lockridge Industries laboratories that brought the world's first medication formulated to heal the global economy, Envian. ComplyMor. A new, groundbreaking series of treatments.
ComplyMor. Wow. I could absolutely see people falling for some shit like that. ComplyMor. Yep. I don't even think they would they would even think anything about it. I'd be like, oh man, you heard of ComplyMor? Yeah. It's what they want us to do, so why not? Yo.
ComplyMor. A new, groundbreaking series of treatments is here to change the world all over again. Finally, an alternative to the responsibilities faced in modern-day relationships. Throughout history, human minds have been afflicted with absurd delusions, such as individuality and fairness. Are your children starting to develop their own personalities as they grow? Are you tired of waking up every day and having to pretend to listen to other people prattle on about their right to self-expression? But that...
Yo, it's just crazy. Visually, and the audio and what's being said, I'm really just listening, man. I'm listening to everything they're saying, and it's a sales pitch. It's a sales pitch for the exact opposite of what we need and what we should do and how we should think. It's a narrative that is still pushed very strongly to this day of systematic control, man. They want to be able to control everything and everyone. They want you to comply more, and question less and think less for yourself. So I just, wow, man, the way that he threw this in there and the way that they're just trying to sell this is just about the same way they try to sell it today. They just don't do it as direct. But they certainly have ways of making these pitches, man, and pushing these narratives, man. And it's done in such a way that really draws people attention, often using things that people can relate to or that they care about or that they like. So they're already drawn into it, and then it's a mind fuck, man. It's one big mind fuck. But damn, great job here. This is crazy.
Can all stop with just 2 easy-to-swallow tablets taken before, after, and during every meal.
Side effects include spontaneous ankle jingling, unexpected emotional flash mobs, mild to severe haunted elbow syndrome, involuntary shadow twitching, temporary loss of the ability.
Spontaneous ankle, what say? And that kind of go to show you just how wild it is, how goofy it is. They could literally put side effects of any degree on something, but if the sales pitch is good enough, people will still just ignore the shit out of it, not even read it, and still buy it. I find it's kind of like I don't know, there's kind of a joke made out of it because they could do that, man. Most people aren't self-aware or think for themselves.
And during every meal.
Side effects include spontaneous ankle jingling, unexpected emotional flash mobs, mild to severe haunted elbow syndrome, involuntary shadow twitching, temporary loss of the ability to pronounce the letter S, sudden memories from lives you definitely didn't live.
Yo.
Good evening and welcome to Britannia Speaks, where the nation debates the issues that matter most. Tonight, Vincent Gavon, charged with the murder of Edmund Lockridge. Who is he? It's a tragedy that has sparked outrage, division and a national conversation. On our panel tonight, Sir Douglas Kane, former Chief of Police. We have Dr. Aston Tolliday, political scientist. We have Cassie Blaze, who is an actress, influencer and former contestant on the TV dating show Swipe Right Forever. We have Percy Price, Professor of Psychosurgical Medicine at Cambridge.
I recognized that look right there, man. From the last one. Starry Night, was it? The doctor, right? That was at the end talking to him. And wow. I will say this, man. Somebody had put in the comments that this character by Ren just creeped him out. And this is yeah, it's a creepy little character, man, but he plays it well. There's nothing this man can't do, man, when it comes to performing, to disguise himself, to playing parts, or just making music in general. It's just he's so fucking good at it, man. And this just goes to show it right here. Uh, let's get it, man. I gotta see this.
University. So,
It's a
without
wild
further
look.
ado, let us go to our first question from the audience.
Thank you. My question is, has Britain lost control of its streets? I work 2 jobs, finish at midnight, and honestly, I can't afford to change my shift, but I don't feel safe. My niece is 14 and won't go out after dark, and all the politicians are just arguing on a Twitter instead of doing, well, anything really. Should we feel safe, or is it over for this country?
Take this one, Sir Douglas.
Yeah, it's quite simple. Britain has gone soft. The people in charge of our legal system now have absolutely no backbone. Now, back in my day, they get punished and punished properly. These days, it seems that you get a TikTok account and some sort of documentary on Netflix. And I'm sorry, but you should be afraid.
I'm just gonna throw this out there and say that a lot of this, what he's showing and what's being, described and played out in this video here, is eerily relatable to what's happening over here in the States and other places around the world to this day. It really is. Talking about the politicians, the people at the top having no backbones. Absolutely. Nobody here in our country right now wants to hold accountability for anything, and it's insane. It's anyway. I'm not gonna get into all that, but I'm just saying there's a lot in this video that is so relatable to current events today. Just wow, incredible. And I didn't even take the time to look and see when he did this, if this was recent or if this has been out for a while. A very good chance if it was done recently that's why, and this was done deliberately by Ren, because he's incredible the way he does things, man. Always like 10 steps ahead in the thought process and the planning and then the executing and how man, just incredible job here. Let me shut the fuck up. Let's get it.
You really should. The people who run this country are afraid to make any decision in case they offend somebody.
Dr. Tolliday.
With all due respect.
Man, facts. Have I not said that? Sorry, y'all, but have I not said that so many times? How much of just an oversensitive world we live in today, so much to the point to where a lot of people are afraid to say anything at all because they're afraid they're gonna hurt somebody's feelings or offend somebody. It's crazy, man. Listen, right is right and wrong is wrong at the end of the day. And if it's a situation where something needs to be said, something needs to be spoke up on, you need to stand up and speak on it, man. Be damned the feelings and offending anybody, man. I'm sorry for anybody that might take offense to that, but I grew up in a different day and age, man, where everybody didn't, just live on their fucking feelings all the time, man, and weren't so easily offended by every little thing. that's a lot of the problem. But again, super relatable. Let's get it.
This country are afraid to make any decision in case they offend somebody.
Dr. Tolliday.
With all due respect, it's exactly that thinking.
Yes, it comes from somebody who knows about criminals. This structural inequality does nothing. What are you going to tell me next? That road cones have feelings and emotions?
Actually, what we're seeing is the collapse of social support networks, rising poverty, inequality of wealth,
That's absolute rubbish. People aren't being stabbed because of inequality. They're doing it because they can, and we're letting them.
Let me break this up slightly and bring in Cassie here. What would you say?
Well, I think that... I think.
That's all these people represent a different part of society, right? You've got government, you've got entertainment, you take a look over there at Ren, you got like big pharma or the science level of it, everything. It's just like it's wild, man. Just another part of this man's genius as an artist and what he does, right? Because like I said, I know that he thought all this stuff through. There's certain things that he always throws in his music or in his videos. Probably just to see who's gonna catch it, or maybe not. But I just think it's cool, man, because I always look for him. Found him a few times, some things that I caught, and I was just like, wow, man, that was incredible. But yeah, I just noticed that. Like, you got this guy here for government, you got her for the entertainment side, actress. You got Ren over there for the scientific side of it, which, by the way, is looking very irritated, man. It's like every time the audience cheers and claps, you just give them that. I mean, y'all shut the hell up. Great job here, though. Let's go.
Maybe you're both right. Like Sir Douglas here.
But the point I was trying to make, sorry, I got squirrel. You know how I get. Is that you got all these different sides of society, right? And they all have different views or takes and opinions on how things should be done or how it's viewed, depending on their position and what business or position they hold or entertainment they're in. Just, I don't know. Wow.
Thinks we should be hard, but Dr. Tolliday thinks we should be soft and gentle. I personally think it's nice with a mix of hard and gentle.
Excellent point, Cassie. Yeah, the audience loves it, which brings us to our next question, really. Should Vincent face the harshest punishment, do you think?
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, let's set an example. Let's be harsh. Let's give him the worst we can do. Let's brand him. Let's publicly humiliate him, whatever it needs. We've got to stop people from doing these offences. We've got to make crimes that are as unappealing as possible.
Right. That's medieval. Every study shows that harsher punishment...
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt you there. I'm sorry. This study stopped someone from getting murdered in Paddington last night? No. Now, you can make statistics and anything you want as long as you want, but it's not going to stop a blade from going into your gut. And
It raises an interesting question, Should, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of a good way to ask it, Maybe should one be put on pause while the other can be investigated more or studied more? You know what I mean? Like, if maybe that's their argument coming from that side is y'all shouldn't come down so harshly on these people. Give them a chance. Let us figure out ways to do that. But I don't know, man. At the same time, it's like you got to set that example. There has to be some kind of consequence, right? You can't just give everybody a slap on the wrist and then just send them about their way. Nobody's learns anything from that. It's been proven time and time again. History repeats itself, A lot of people get back out and they're reoffenders, On one hand, yes, we do need programs. We do need more people to look into this and find better ways to help and treat people. But that shouldn't make them exempt from the consequences that come with whatever action they took. Is really all I'm saying. That would be probably my best argument here.
And nor is your PhD.
What works?
Balance is what I'm really saying. There's got to be some kind of balance. By all means, while these people are doing their time or dealing with their consequences or whatever, take the time to have somebody working on ways, find ways to help them, to study it more and find better ways of, or maybe even better programs that can be created. But you know, there has to be balance, or this is what you get, just back and forth constantly, and one side or the or the other is never, you're never going to see eye to eye. There's always going to be complaints because one's going to feel like it's not being done right. That's, you know, an argument as old as time, man. Humanity has always been divided. There's never been one time in our history where collectively we all came together and just agreed on anything, you know. So
It's investment in communities.
Oh, yes, brilliant. So welfare handouts to youth clubs so that some of these thugs can do interpretive dance for their feelings.
It's called therapy.
Called a waste of money.
What do you think, Cassie? What would you say?
Well, I don't even know Vincent, but if it makes everyone feel safer, I think we should just punish him, right? Like,
Off with his head!
the vibes are what's important here. So if he's gonna bring the bad vibes, I think he should do the time, honey.
Vibes. Yeah. This is about dealing with issues systemic.
Final thought on this, Sir Douglas.
Final thought. Lock him up, throw away the key.
Yay!
All right, well, that brings us to the final question. What does this all mean for the future of Britain?
Well, it means war. It means war. The public are at danger. We've been wrapped in this sort of bubble wrap. I mean, if it was up to me, I would have the soldiers on the streets right now.
The real war is with inequality. Vincent is a symptom, not a cause. If we don't address the root cause...
The root cause is if he'd not picked up a weapon and picked up a job application instead.
Well...
It's just... It's rough, man. And it's another reason why I choose not to, you know, involve... Not saying this situation particularly, but I'm saying, like, to involve the politics and religion and thing like that on my channel, man, because of like this, it's never ending. It's always, you know, it creates conflict, it creates debate, man. There's so many people that feel so many different ways about it, that there's never a peaceful resolution, man. It just goes on and it's never ending, and that eventually it takes control of everything, man. It's gonna obsess you, take control of all your time, everything you do. You know, you're gonna be obsessed with it. It's all you're gonna want to talk about, man. And it's just, and it never ends. Like you see here, they can go on and on and on. There's so many different points and so many different arguments from both sides of anything, man. That, you know, at some point you have to say, you know, can a peaceful resolution ever be found? At this point, because like I said, we just can't, there's never been a time where we've always agreed on anything collectively, and I don't think we ever will, and this is a big part of the problem. And you know, in the meantime, while we're here trying to figure it all out, there are people getting caught up, you know, in the middle and suffering from the aftermath, and it's just one big clusterfuck as far as I see it, man. But he's doing a great job here of showing how this all works, man, and how these debates are never ending, and how society, you've got the audience, for example, how they react to certain things. Like, as you can see, when they call on the actress, people just go crazy before she even says anything, you know, just little things like that, man. But he's doing a great job here. Shout out, Ren. This is very interesting.
I think that we should just be nicer to each other, you know? Like, if we just meditated more, this wouldn't happen, that wouldn't happen. And, like, there was this one time where the two guys I was talking to...
My man face, man. His face just perfectly embodied kind of, I feel like, what most people probably were thinking whenever she said that. Oh, wow. Oh, yes, man. Ren is just incredible at playing these parts. I love it.
If we just meditated more, this wouldn't happen, that wouldn't happen. And, like, there was this one time where the two guys I was talking to, they found out about each other, and it was a right mess. They wanted to have a talk about it. So I just turned my phone off, went to the back garden with a matcha martini, and meditated, like, really hard. And honestly...
Even my man here is looking at her like, what, say what?
that solved all of my problems. So.
Yeah, y'all see what I'm saying, bro? Yeah, the crowd, the public, you know what I mean? They're not even listening to half the shit that she's saying. They just, just start going crazy for no reason. As soon as she turns and looks at them and smiles, yeah, even though she just said some of the, wildest shit. You even got the boy Ren over here looking crazy. You got my man sitting next to her. He looking at her like, the hell wrong with you? The audience out here just, yeah. That's a big part of what's wrong with the world today, man.
We are running out of time, so I'm going to say thank you to our panel, but also Professor Price. You've been rather quiet sitting there, made a lot of notes. Do you have any insights to share with us?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You people talk of punishment. Yes? Policy. Poverty. And whatever it is you're talking about. But crime is not a social issue. No. It is a neurological one. It is a matter of circuitry. Misfiring impulses. Faulty wiring in the
It's a scientific view right here, whereas hers was more like the I don't know, I guess more of like a therapeutic. Is more of like a scientific view. Like it's not societal, you know what I mean? It's all in here. It's in the way that we're wired, and this is an argument too. Another big argument that's been a part of this from the beginning. When it comes to people and doing crazy things and committing bad crimes, is that they're just wired wrong, that we can get inside the mind and we can get inside the brain and we can rewire them, so to say, you know what I mean? Like you would a fucking, I don't know, a microwave or a light socket or something. But it just, it doesn't work that way. But that is a very popular argument when it comes to things like this.
Prefrontal cortex. You see, we can punish, yes, and punish and punish. Naughty boy. yeah. But nothing ever changes, right? And why? Because we are disciplining behavior when we could simply repair the machine. You, sir, would you imprison or jail a lamp simply for flickering? No, of course not. It would be preposterous. It would be absurd. You would simply acquire a new bulb. Well, Vincent is a broken lamp. And I have a new light bulb.
Oh man, don't be that guy. Nah, hey, listen. Be that guy by all means. If what you're hearing and regardless of the people around you, if at any point in your life what you're hearing feels right to you in your heart, you honestly believe that that's right, and that's where what you agree with and where you need to line up, what you need to line up with. Hey man, don't be afraid to show it. Don't be afraid to be this guy. Don't be afraid to stand up and clap when everybody else is sitting still looking at you crazy, man. Because oftentimes doing the right thing is not the easy thing, man. It's a lot easier just to do the wrong thing or just ignore things or just to go with the popular. As you can see, like I said, this audience, as soon as the celebrity speaks up and turns and bats her eyes at them, they go ape shit crazy. They don't know what the hell she's talking about. They don't care. Like, rewind to what I said before. Most people don't think for themselves these days. They're just influenced by the mainstream media and whatever narrative's pushed in their face. This guy here, you could tell, he feels differently about it. He's actually listening to what's being said. And when he heard that, it hit home for him. He agreed with it. So, in a moment of confirmation and just probably feeling good because somebody else felt the same way, he decided to show it. People are going to judge him for it, look at him crazy for it. Don't worry about it, man. Right is right and wrong is wrong. When you feel a way about something, don't never be afraid to be yourself and stand up and show that.
Well, you heard it here first. With that, it is good night from us.
Look, we haven't even had a proper debate.
We'll see you all same time next week. Join us then. Good night.
That's how they control it. Wow. Sure I didn't miss anything there. Wow, man, incredible. That was deep. That was real, man, and extremely relatable on so many levels. And I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that was done recently because obviously, or somewhat recently, yeah, Vincent's Tale and then Starry Night. Um, wow, man, that touched on some real issues, and it was so relatable in the way that he did it, man. Not only to given their situation and Vincent's story, but you can relate almost every bit of that to everyday life here in today's world, man, in real life. The situations, the state of the world being the way it is. Everything from, the blind politicians, um, you know, trying to lead and failing miserably, and the way that different parts of society look at different issues around the world, like this one specifically, Vincent, and the crime he committed, where the government's looking at it one way, the crime, law, and punishment, and you got the celebrity angle, um, which in most cases they just spurt off some nonsense, and anyone and everyone who's a fan just goes along with it and just goes crazy, and half the time they don't even know what they're talking about, and then you got like the more therapist like side of it, where we really want to sit down and understand and take the time to figure it out, and which I said earlier is a good idea. It just there has to be balance. You have to balance all these things, and then you got shoot over to my boy Ren, the scientific side of it, whereas there's not really any belief or faith in, rehabilitation from law and punishment. Like you said, punish, punish, punish. Uh, you know, um, these people need to be rewired. They need to be fixed. There's something wrong with them, like a malfunctioning part, in a vehicle or something like that. It's just all these different ways that different parts of society looks at things, and then it's just all kind of thrown in a mixing bowl and just set out there for the public, man, to eat it up and to run wild with it however they want to, But by the time it gets to that point, it's already so mixed up and just scattered. It's one big clusterfuck. People don't know what to think of it or how to think of it. And most people just choose to ignore it and just follow blindly, man. It's easier for most people to live their lives that way, sadly. But like I always say, man, think for yourselves, take the time to sit there and look at things and really think about things and process them and form your own opinions, man. That's very important, especially in today's day and age. So, with that, man, this was very interesting. It wasn't what I expected. Usually, when it comes to Ren, I'm expecting music of some sort, something like that. But at the same time, man, he's so good at doing what he does with telling these stories, man. That he can take us through I don't know how long this was, man. Um, Video, maybe 10, 12 minutes, something like that. He can take us through a whole story through a video, man, and just keep our attention held, man. Keep us entertained, man, and just really have us thinking. Always a roller coaster of emotions, but it's incredible what he does, the way he's able to put these things together. Visually incredible. What was said, wow, just stunning how it's all so relatable to everything going on right now in the world. So yeah, man, huge shout out to the boy Ren. Uh, Apologies for the long video, man. Y'all know me. I like to talk. I like to break things down, analyze them, talk about them. So it is what it is, man. I appreciate any and everyone who tuned in and rocked out with me on this one, man. Y'all are the real MVPs here, man. The reason I do it, like I said many times, without y'all, there would be no True TV. So thank y'all. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, man. Means the world to me. I'm looking forward to getting into the next one, man. The second night. Like I said, I'm going to try to run through all these, get them all dropped for y'all tonight. I might do like double feature or something if it's not too long. I don't know. Or I may just drop them individually. But however they come, they coming, man. So y'all stay tuned. Appreciate y'all for the recommendation, man. This was incredible. Looking forward to seeing what happens next with the second night. So thank you again. As always, y'all stay real, stay humble. It's your boy JC The Truth. This has been The Truth TV, and I'll catch you on the next one. Much love.